Good afternoon, this is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Classic Pursuit by dodomos. I think I've done a dodomos puzzle before, I'm not 100% sure, but the reason I've been looking forward to this one when I saw it in the queue is sometimes it's good to go back to the basic constraints, and XV pairs and Kropki pairs were two of the first constraints I remember playing with, so I'm kind of looking forward to this one. I've been told this one has some tricks to it. I'm not sure what that means. I will find out. I don't think I have anything much to say at the moment. There's a few things coming, but I don't have anything locked in enough to say about it. There's a pack coming soon. Let's have a look at the puzzle. So, Classic Pursuit by dodomos. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. So, in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have XV pairs. So, digits separated by an X must sum to 10. Digits separated by a V must sum to 5. And because it's XV pairs, not all X's and V's are given. The same way as we don't state in like an arrow puzzle that not all arrows are given, or in a killer puzzle, not all cages are given. It's the same here. It's perfectly fine. If there was a negative constraint that all were given, that would be stated. And it's the same with Kropki pairs. Digits separated by a black dot must be in a 1 to 2 ratio, and digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive. Now, in this puzzle, this means that the cells separated by a black dot must be one is double the other, and cells separated by a white dot have a difference of 1. But the reason that we state it the way we do is because while you could say double and have a double difference of 1, we do state differently, which is a bit weird, but is because these do allow for you to have different ratios and different differences. So anyway, I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now, the first thing I can say is I'm going to use this as a high-low puzzle, because I know that every digit on a V must be a low digit, 1, 2, 3, or 4, because the only way to sum to 5 is with 1, 4, or 2, or 3. And I think I can color these, and I'm going to start in row 2. So I'm going to use blue and purple for low. So this is a purple V, this is a purple V, because it has to be different to those. That one has to be different. Now, this can't be the same as this one, because this is different to this, and it can't be the same as this one. So this is blue for that reason as well. But I'm not sure about these ones. These, I think, could either be blue or purple. So, I'm not sure which is which there. Oh, yes. Well, I can get further, because these are all low digits. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, but this is consecutive with a low digit. So that has to be a 5, because it couldn't be a 6, 7, 8, or 9. These are all high digits, which means this is the 4 and this is the 1, and I can probably get rid of the coloring. This is 2, 3, which means this is 2, 3, and these are both 1, 4. So the coloring actually hasn't helped me at all. So I'm going to change the purple. I'm going to change the purple here to blue, and I'm going to get rid of the purple in these. Okay. What else can I tell? Now, every black dot must have a low digit on it. Right, this is a high digit. So, okay, black dots. Every black dot will consist of a low digit and an even digit because of the way they work. 1 will double to 2. So 1 doubles to an even digit that is double what it is. So 1 doubles to 2, 2 doubles to 4, 3 doubles to 6, 4 doubles to 8. You cannot keep going. 5 doubling to 10 doesn't work. So you can never have a high odd digit on a black dot, but there must always be a low digit. But this cannot be a low, and it can't be 5. So this is high, which means it's 6 or 8, because it can only be a high even, which means this is 3 or 4, which means this is 2 or 1. This is 6 or 7. And if this is 4, this is 8 and this is 6. And if this is 3, this is 6. So 6 is in one of those two. There's a 1, a 2, or a 3 on there. If there's a no 4 on that, means it can't be 2, 4, or 4, 8. So this is 1, 2, or 3, 6 only. Two, 3 can't be in any of those. I can't put 2, 3 in those. I can't put 2, 3 in those, but I need to put another 2, 3 in the box. So that's 2, 3 and is the another low digit. Hang on, that can't be 3 because that can't be 6. That's 2. That's 3. That's 3. 2 is in one of those, but I don't... Yeah, 2 can't be here because it would need to go next to 1 or 3, and 1 or 3 is not available. So 2 is in one of those. That can't be low or 5, so that is a high digit, but that could be 5. That... Now, an X must have a high and a low. And I'm trying to see how I can use that. So this is 2, 3, 4, or 5 because it has to be consecutive with 3 or 4. It can't be 2. Because if this is 2, 3, that would have to be 2. That doesn't work. 1, 4, 3, or 5 works. 2, 3, 4 works. So it could be 3, 4, or 5. Which means it's not high. This is high. That's 1, 2, 3, or 4. I don't see how to narrow that down. Well, it's not 3. It's 1, 2, or 4. There's some tricks here. Wow, this is not as obvious as I might have thought. Well, 5 has to go in one of these. No, 5 is in one of those two. I can't put 5 here because of the 5 in the column. You cannot put 5 on a black dot because it's not a low... There's no ratio for it. This can't be a 5 because you can't put 5 on a V and you can't put 5 on an X. So 5 is not in any of those and 5 is not on an X. That's a 5. So 5 in this box is in one of those two. Because again, you can't put 5 on an X. So there must be a lot. One of these is low and one of these is high. Because there must be, or maybe not. These could both be low and these could both be high. Because you can put 2 low digits onto a black dot. It could be 1, 2 or 2, 4. In fact, that's likely. It's quite likely there's a 4 on there. Although that could be 4, 1. I don't know. Oh, that white dot is really powerful. Yeah, you could never put a 5 on an X because it would be 5, 5 or 5, 5. That doesn't work. So this cannot jump from low to high or high to low. So this is the same high-low, same polarity. But they can't both be low or I'd need 5 low digits. So those are both high and any X clue is made up as a high and a low. So now that must be high because I've now got 3 low digits and there must be a low digit on a dot. So that must be a high digit. This is a low digit, which is 2, 3, or 4. So this is 6, 7, or 8. But there is a low and a high digit on this. So it's either 3, 6 or 4, 8. They're the only possibilities because 1, 2 and 2, 4 are two low digits. So there's a 1 in one of those two. There's a low digit here, there's a low digit on here, there's a low digit on here. If that's 5, that would be 4? Yeah, because it couldn't be 6. Because if this is 5, 6, that'd be 4, and that's broken. So if this is 5, this is 4, 6, which would make this 1, 2, which would put 1 here. 5, 4, 6, 1, 2, 1 would be here. Hang on, this can't be 5. Because this has to have a 4 or a 6 on it, because it's either 4, 8 or 3, 6. So if this is 5, this would become a 4, 6 pair. That's not a 5. That's the 5. Which means 5 is down here now. Which means 5 is in one of those two. Because 5 in... I can't put 5 here, so 5 has to be down here. So 5 in this box has to be in this row, but it can't be on a black dot. So where's 5 in column 2? I can't put it on an X. I can't put it there because of that 5. I can't put it on a black dot. I can't put it there because of the pointing 5s. I can't put it there. I can't put it there. That's a 5, which means 5 is in one of those 3. Not great. But if this can't be a 5, that's a high digit. And that's a high digit. Because the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all over here. And this is 2 and a high digit. But these have to be consecutive. Which means that could be anything. There's 1, 4 or 3. So 2 is in one of those two. And 1 is in one of those two. But this could be 1, 2, and that could be a 3 or a 4. Does that have to be high? I don't think so. These are now both high. It's given me 3 highs in the column. Colouring up here didn't help because I got the digits quickly, but colouring here I think will. Because if that's purple blue, and let's call that green blue, this can't be green blue. This is purple blue. Because if this was green blue, I'd have 3 green blue digits. So if it was 1, 4, there'd be 3 of 1, 4. So this can't be green blue. This is purple blue. So purple blue is in those 3 cells, but I can only put 1 low digit on an X. So that is the low digit and that is the high digit. So this is 3, 4, and this is from 6, 8. And, oh, so, and this, the other digit sums to a V. So this is either 2, 8 or 1, 9, because the low digit on here has to be the other half of that V clue, which is purple. That can't be 1, so that can't be 9. But I don't know that I can take that any further. But if this was 2, That, if this was 2, 3, this would be 2, 3. If that's 2, this would have to be 1. Hang on, this can't be a 2. Because if this is 2, this would become 2, 3. Because this would be the V clue. If this is a 2, this becomes a V, because this would be 2, 8, and this is a V clue because it'd be purple. 2 here, I couldn't go 2, 3, because the 2, 3 are here, and I can't go 2, 1. This is not a 2, and this is not an 8. And the 1, 2 here takes 1, 2 out of there, and this becomes 3, 6. That's crazy. That's tricky. So this is now a high digit, 7, 8, or 9. And it must have an 8 on it. Because it must have an 8 on it. It absolutely must have an 8 on it, because you must have an even digit on any consecutive pair. So this is the 6, and this is the 3, making that the 2 and that the 3, which takes 3 out of there, which takes 7 out of there. There's no 3 here, so there's no 2 here. Green is 1, 4, so purple is 2, 3, which I knew from this being 2, 3, which makes that the 2, that the 8. There's no 8 here. That's cool. The 6 makes that the 7, which I got from the X. The 3 makes that the 6. That's really cool. This is now a 2, 3 pair, and I can get rid of the purple colouring and the green colouring. That's really clever. This is now a 1 or a 4, which means this is a 6 or a 9. Oh, the 3, 6 pair makes that the 8, which makes that the 2. And these are 7 and 9. So these are 6 and 8. And the 6 looks up, making that the 8 and that the 6. Where's the other 1, 4 in this box? I can't put it there because it sees that. So that needs to go in this box somewhere. It must go there. So that's a 1, 4. And the 4 looks down, making that the 1, that the 4, and that the 1. I think I'm close to being able to get rid of the colouring. But, so this is 7, 9. So these, they're not 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not 5, 6. So these are 7, 8, 9. So those are high digits, and consecutive with 7, 8, 9 is not 5. That's the 5. This is now a high digit, which has to be 6, 7, 8, or 9, but it's not 6. Oh, the 7 makes that the 9 and that the 7, which takes 7 out of those. Those are 8, 9. This can't be 7, so this is an 8, 9, and I get an 8, 9 pair. And the 9 that's already in the row makes that the 8, which makes that the 9, which makes that the 8. There's no 3 here anymore. In fact, consecutive with 3 is 4, and these are 5 and 9. This is amazing. 5 can't go on an X. That's the 9. That's the 5. So that's the high digit. That's the low digit. This is clever. The 4 looks up, making this 1 and this 4. Okay. 6 here would make this 7. 9 here would make this 8, because they have to be consecutive but maintain high-low. So this has to be 2 or 3, and it can't be 3. That's 2. That's 8. Which is consecutive with 9, which makes that the 1, which I could have got from working from the 4. But you know what? I'm finding it a different way, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So now, as always, people complain about the way I do things. Tough. Now. 2 or 3. Well, this is a known digit. 1, 2, 3. That's a 4. 4 is not in a 1 to 2 relationship with 3. That is a low digit. I need to put a 1, well, I know what these are. 1, 6, and 7. 9, however, makes that the 1. I keep missing digits. I keep missing constraints. Use the constraints you're given. This is a high digit. This is a high digit, but that means I've got all 4 high digits in the column. So these must be low. Well, the 5 isn't there. The 5 is here. But these are all low. So this must have a 2 on it, because it must be 1, 2, or 2, 4. This is also 1, 2, or 4, but it can't have the 2. This is a 1 or a 4. So if this is 1, 2, 4, this is 9, 8, or 6. Well, it's not 9, so this isn't 1. Yeah, dunno. Do not know. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is a 3-7. I need to put a low digit on an X clue, and 1, 2, and 4 are not available. And the 3 is looking down saying, that's the 7 and that's the 3. I have digits. I kind of am done with the colouring. I feel like I'm done with the colouring. I am going to get rid of the colouring. Okay. So 1, 2, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9 go into those. But there's no 8 in those. That's the 8. That's the 2. This is not the 2. This is a 1, 4 pair. 6, 9 is resolved by the 9. 6 and 9. So this is the 2 in the column. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. But this is a 6, 7. So I can't put a 6 on the dot. Oh, the 6 makes that the 7. So these are 6, 8, 9, and I can't put 6 on the dot because I need the 7 to be consecutive. So that's the 6. This is an 8, 9 pair. The 6 makes that the 7 and that the 6. Ta-da, 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 making progress. This is the 3. No, not the 3 in the column. Why did I do that? I saw the 6 here and said, I don't have a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9 in the column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 and 7 go in. Don't know what to do with those. This is a 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6. 5 is not there. So what am I missing in this column? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 7 go into those. And that 4 makes that the 7 and that the 4. The 4 looks over making that the 1 and that the 4, which looks over making that the 7 and that the 4. This 6, of course, made this the 3 and this the 6. This row is missing a 1. This row is missing 3... and 7. I'll use that 7 to make that the 3 and that the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 need to go in. The 6 makes that the 5 and that the 6. That 5 takes that 5 away, making that the 5. 7 comes out of there. This becomes an 8, 9 pair. That 8 makes that the 9 and that the 8. The 8 looks across, making that the 9 and that the 8. The 9 looks back, making that the 7 and that the 9. Ta-da! Yeah, it makes sense that this has had 1,300 solves in 138 days, though. So that's 10 solves a day. Let's get that number up, shall we? Let's see if we can double this number. That was a lot of fun. Classic Pursuit. Wasn't a trivial classic pursuit or even a classical trivial pursuit, but it was a genus puzzle. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Completely fun, fun, fun. I enjoyed that one. That was great. It's really good to just dig back into the constraints that just... These are the constraints that got me started with Sudoku. Like all the new novel constraints and everything are great. And, you know, I make them too. The tri-tab stuff I recently created, they're good and fun and everything. But there's something about these just classic constraints that's awesome. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, dodomos, for the puzzle. And as always, good luck with your solving.